night.
He hit the post, they score! Game 1 to the island. Barzell cutting in. Backhand scores! Matt Barzell cracks it down. Nelson left side. Stepping, drag to the backhand. Score! For the second straight game.
Let's go, Islanders!
I'm not sure if he went 5 at the end of the day, but
Folks, for better or worse, we're not getting married, but it is a Buffalo Sabres game night as they head on to take on the New York Islanders. I'm Maniac, joined by the Dwayniac, Dewey Crocs, and Rob Ryan. Folks, how are we doing tonight?
We're dozing.
I
I plenty gluten this morning. Had a couple of bagels, Dwayne. Thinking about you all day, buddy.
Bagel this morning.
And you have the Islanders fans amongst us, and obviously Rob and Dewey who want to focus on the present. Dwayne, we just want to take a trip down memory lane and stay in the past where we were last night.
Yeah, that was a real surreal experience, man. It was real exciting to be able to put that together, and how I wasn't expecting them to stay in the stream the entire time, but they stayed start to finish, and to see the back and forth between those guys and how much of a family they still are, and just the back and forth between Barnaby and Ray was absolutely elite.
It was absolutely elite. Lack of elite play from the Sabres' top players so far has them in the bottom of the Mass Mutual East Division with 15 points through 20 games. Islanders with 22 games played and 28 points. So big game for the Islanders, boys, with jockeying for position at the top of the division.
Yeah, I mean, every game is almost pretty much like.
No, don't say everybody. You're playing the last place team in the division. This is a must win. If you go win with a loss, season's over.
Even a wounded animal is very dangerous. You can't play.
Oh, wounded animal's more dangerous than anything.
You can't downplay the Sabres. I mean, you guys can't score a 5-on-5, but for some reason, you guys have a top 5 power play in the league. I don't know how that works, but we got Ilya Sorokin in net, the white whale. We'll see how that goes. Last time around, you guys remember, 2-0 shutout. We'll see it again.
Yeah, and of course, you said Ilya Sorokin in net. This team was one of those teams that it's a very old team, one of the oldest teams in the league. And this year, we've had the reemergence of Noah Dobson, Oliver Wahlstrom, and Ilya Sorokin. We're looking to ride the Sorokin, the white whale train, all night. Ollie Wally's going to get another goal, and there we had it.
Ollie Wally, Uchi Bang Bang. Who is going to get us on the board tonight, Dwayne? Is Eichel feeling better from like this obvious rib, abdominal injury he's had all year? Is he going to finally get that, hot stretch of games? Is Hall going to finally get on the board? Who's going to pull us out of this rut? We're going to need more than a new shirt to get out of this rut.
Well, you hope the leadership group, the supposed leadership group of this team, and Eichel and Hall and Sam Reinhart can really pull one out of their ass here tonight and make this an exciting hockey game. So with that being said, I could definitely see both Jack and Hall getting on the board tonight.
Okay. And Dewey and Rob, if you had to pick one Islander to score tonight, I'll let you both each go. Who would it be?
Robbie?
I'm going to think Ryan Pulak. He hasn't scored his first yet. He's been getting some good chances. I think tonight is the night he gets his first.
I'm hoping for an explosive Brock Nelson tonight. My guy on the second line. He's due for a few here. I mean, Ollie Wally's been carrying the offense. The kid's 20 years old. Give him a break. Let him ease into the season a little bit more. But it's time for that second line to get going again. The Airbnb line. Bo, Bailey, Brock. Let's get it going, boys.
The Airbnb line. I like that. That's not bad. Dwayne. What did I want to bring up to you? Oh, now we were just going live from DDZ when we came into the show, obviously live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Johansson in net tonight for the blue and gold?
Yeah, and you know what I mean? His last start, he wasn't bad.
He was not bad at all.
No, he had 35 saves, and I wouldn't put any of the 3 goals on him at all. 2 were deflections. So, I don't actually enjoy getting a better look at him. He's a big kid. He's a very big goaltender. He's been around for a while. I think we drafted him in 2004, 2015, so he's a lot of time to develop. Let's really see what we got here. You have an opportunity to see if this kid could be like a future backup, or is he going to be a career AHL goalie? So I'm interested to see what he can do tonight against a tight Islanders game. Very defensive. There aren't going to be a ton of chances back and forth for either team. You know how like sleepy trots. What is that? Sleep. What do you guys call him on there?
Sleepy Louis Vuitton.
Sleepy Louis Vuitton. All right. So let's see if he can stay awake during this game to help the Buffalo win.
See, and we've got our friend Al on YouTube trying in recipe for an under, which I know you Isles fans play all the time. I know we scored 7 goals against Boston. I get it. But what is going to happen? Are we in for another snoozer tonight, or is it going to begin to look a lot like Trotsmus out there?
I don't know. The Isle style play is hopefully get on the board early enough instead of waiting to the third period and then just park the bus. I don't know. It works. Whatever. 2 points is 2 points. But like I said, you just can't play down to the Sabres. You guys are due for something. I don't know what it is. Just find it and get it. But Islanders get on the board tonight. We sit back, and then we let the defense work its way. But, it happens. 7 goals against Boston, 14 against you, whatever.
I love it. You're due for something. I don't know what it is. That's pretty well put. I'm not going to lie. Dwayne, if the Sabres are going to pull out the upset tonight, and I know we were asking for who's going to step up and everything, how do you do it against an Islanders team that's like punching jello?
Well, you got to get pucks deep. You got to control the neutral zone, and you got to do well below the dots. Keep things simple tonight. Get those shots through from the point, and make sure you're parked in front. Again, we saw a lot of that in that that rewind game from 1997 last night. They would just get shots in from the point, and you would have bodies in front to create havoc for Ron Tugnut. So do the same thing tonight against Sorokin, and hopefully you get the same result. Crash the net. He's a young goaltender. He's nowhere. He's just coming into the league, just coming into his own. Like, make it hard for him early. Get in his face. So that's what I would do if I'm Ralph Kruger. Well, if I'm Ralph Kruger, I'm not having Kyle Ekpo's on my second line. But that's what I'm telling these guys: get in the dirty areas, get below the dots, create havoc for Sorokin, and get those dirty goals.
Folks, if you want NHL, if you want insight, you got to keep it locked to Trainwreck Sports. You got 2 goalies, 1 mic. You got Crossing Swords. You got these analysts. You got RTP, the Rail Talk podcast. And I know they always hate my pronunciation, but that's just how we do it. We're having the RTP over here. Folks, we are winding down. Make sure, again, shout out to the sponsor. I don't think tonight's game will be a close shave, but if you want to avoid a close shave and not just because the Sabres stink, make sure you go to manscaped.com and use promo code Trainwreck for 20% off and free shipping. I got 2 things to say to the Islanders fans before we get score predictions here. Dewey Crocs, first off, you never said bless you to your +1. You just looked over at him. Yeah, say that, bless you. Rob Ryan, what were you eating down there? You were manging.
Chipotle.
You couldn't wait. I got delicious, flavorless, unsalted pretzels here, and you couldn't wait. And you're going, give me the prediction. Let's go. Dewey and Rob first. Prediction for tonight's game. I know it's beginning to look a lot like Trotsmus.
I'll start because I got to add to that. I'm going to fall asleep before the second period, so I got to eat now. But
well, that Chipotle is going to have you asleep by the halfway through the first.
Exactly. That's what I need. But score prediction tonight, we're going to go with 3-1 Islanders. And, of course, like I said earlier, Ryan Pulak and an Ollie Wally goal.
Everyone's so high on Ollie Wally. I've been saying from the get-go, the scoring is going to come in-house, and in-house we are. Ollie Wally riding a 5-game point streak. It is what it is. More points than Lafreniere. Whatever. Boys going to get rolled tonight, but like I said, it's scary playing the Sabres. You guys kind of have an explosive offense. If Eichel, Olofsson, all the boys can get together and fire the pucks at the net, anything can happen. But the boys are riding high here. I'm going to think 2-1. Hit the under there, Al. 2-1 Isles win.
All right, Dwayne, give it to us. Rob Ray's 3 keys to the game tonight.
Oh God, get the dirty areas. Like I said, that's not just Rob Ray's. He said it last night. You got to be willing. You got to be willing to take take an elbow, take a slash. Willing to get hit and hurt in front of the net. So that's my key to the game. Just get in the dirty areas, and if they do that, I could see Buffalo pulling out a 3-2 victory tonight.
Okay.
Make it interesting.
Folks,
3 games.
Make sure we are following along. I am predicting a heartbreaking Sabres 3-2 loss. But hey, folks, make sure you're following along at 2 goalies, 1 mic, at Dwayne S39, at Robbie Ryan 108.
Yeah.
Got it. And at Dewey Crocs. Let's go. Let's just have a good game. Let's not have everybody get hurt. Ike
just be
Daddy
friends.
scores. I mean, Barzell can maybe like twirl around like he does or
Yeah, he'll
something.
take a couple
But the
of
most
scores.
important thing is that these Sabres get it right. And you know what? In a season where we might be down in the standings, Dwayne, might be a good opportunity, these games, like you said, to see what we have in Johansson and see whether that's a piece or see whether it's just a cog in what's another sad season.
I agree, and I just wish the lineup was different. I wish they would reward Dylan Cousins for what he did last game and give him an opportunity. My opinion, I think you slot him in at second line center, put him between Hall and Olofsson, and really create some depth on this team with Eric Stahl as your third line center and Cody Eakin as your fourth line center. But that honestly makes too much sense, and Ralph Kruger doesn't do a whole lot of things that make sense. So,
Ralph Kruger shame. Here we go, folks. Puck drop just minutes away. Make sure you're keeping it tuned. 2 Goalies, 1 Mic, Trainwreck Sports, Crosswords Pod, Rail Talk Podcast, Dewey Crocs, Rob Ryan, Dwayne, Maniac. Let's go. Maybe Islanders, but Sabres.